Welcome back, everybody. I'm here again with the new snapshot for 1.8, and I'm playing again with my railgun concept from my last video. I've made some pretty awesome changes to it. Now it is actually I'm getting a phone call. Sorry, hold on just a second. Hello? Hello? Okay, bye. Alright, well that was weird. Some random area code number called and it was just somebody breathing. Okay, well, so, yeah, I've been playing with my railgun concept. I've made it portable. I should clear my inventory back because last time I was playing with it, I actually just recorded one. I recorded myself demonstrating this, and then when I went to view the file, it was all cropped wrong, and it just wasn't acceptable. So while I was doing that, I actually ended up destroying it again, and it just happens every time. But hopefully this time I'm okay and it won't destroy itself. So I'm just gonna show it to you. I'm gonna break this and turn it on, and I start looking this way, and I can't look left or right, but I can look up and down. That's fine, and I can move around just fine. So now I've got a snowball in each one of my hotbar slots. If I throw the snowball, it will shoot the railgun in the direction I'm looking. I can change the where I'm looking by scrolling through. So I'm just gonna shoot there. I think that went off to the side because I thought through two of them. Yeah, see, it's supposed to be... Oh, wait. I'm able to look around. Did I destroy some of it again? Yes, I did. Okay, awesome. And we're back. So, it shouldn't destroy itself anymore. I haven't tested yet, but I assume. And I've rebuilt all of it. So let's test it out. Make sure I got everything correct. Yep. Okay. So let's just start it off by shooting it this way. Yeah, that's nice. That's real nice. Excellent. Okay. Now I can also throw it up in the air. It'll work just fine in the air. I can't throw it downwards or upwards. It has to go horizontally. But I don't see that being much of an issue. And it just tears through stuff. Slime blocks weren't going to make it bounce off. And this one is a little different than the last one in the sense that it auto resets itself and it has a reload time. So, oh, I'm getting lag. So, now that I've demonstrated it, I'm going to turn it off and try to explain what's happening. Alright. So, if you saw my one of my previous videos of the simple command block paint, it uses the same system to determine which item slot is held. So it's checking for a player with item slot 0. This one's checking for item slot 1. And this one is 0. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And not 1 through 9. It's 0 through 8. But there are 9 total. And it does that. It goes all the way up to 8. Then when it finds one, it'll power this quartz block in front of it so that it only powers these two command blocks for each one. So, first of all, it's going to set a command block over there, right here. I think, no. It's going to change a command block, I'll show you which one, to a command with Summon Wither Skull 40 blocks away on the X and 20 blocks on the Y. and it's going to give it the direction that corresponds to that hotbar slot. So each one has a different direction. I kind of just guessed and checked to find these directions. So some directions may actually go a little faster than the others, and I don't really see that being as very problematic because the creepers exploding actually accelerate the Wither Skull anyway, so it shouldn't be too noticeable. And then the second command block will set a different command block to teleport the player at a relative coordinate, but with a different angle. So when I'm holding this slot that I'm holding, I'm constantly looking this way. And then each one drops 40. Yeah, because 360 divided by 9 is 40. So each one just changes in 40 degrees each time, going all the way down to just 40. And that allows you to just spin around when you scroll. But you can't scroll too quickly or it doesn't catch up. So when you're holding a slot, it'll change this one to summon the Wither Skull, and this one to teleport. Now, the only time the Wither Skull gets summoned is when this finds a snowball. When it finds a snowball, it will summon the Wither Skull. Then this will be true because it's finding the Wither Skull, and it will set the scoreboard of Railgun for the player to 0, which is what I have over here in the sidebar. And that's like the cooldown until you can shoot again. And it will also teleport the Wither Skull to the snowball. Then it will kill the snowball after a single redstone tick, and it will enable this clock here. Now, as long as the Wither Skull is alive, this torch will be off, allowing this clock to stay on. But as soon as the Wither Skull is killed or destroyed, this torch will light back up, and this clock will turn off. This clock is just this command block and this command block keep the clock going by constantly creating and removing a redstone block in the middle of all of this. This one is the first to trigger. It will summon a creeper 40 blocks over there in that big hole with an explosion radius of 5, fuse of 1, and it's ignited to explode instantly. The explosion radius can be set whatever you want. The bigger the number, the bigger the explosion. Then this will trigger next, and it teleports the creeper to the Wither Skull. And this one will test for a player with a railgun score of at least 50. When it finds that, appears to have found it, it will kill the Wither Skull, which turns off this clock and lets you shoot again. And that's pretty much all there is to the redstone and command blocks. It's very similar to my old concept from my last video, just with the slight addition of making it trigger when you throw a snowball and giving you the ability to shoot in any direction and being portable. Now, it's not perfect to use in like multiplayer. If this was working in multiplayer, 2 people shooting at each other, it would be kind of maybe difficult to aim and everything, but aside from that, this is currently set up to only work in single player. I do believe it could be possible to make in multiplayer, but it would require a good more complexity. You would need one of these whole circuits for each player holding a railgun, as well as different entities for each one. So the Wither Skull might be a little hard to control 2 of at the same time. Might need to figure out some other things around it, but I do believe it would be possible. Also, each player might need to throw something other than snowballs, like some experience bottles. But aside from that, it's very, very nice to use in single player, at least. So let's just go destroy some stuff some more. notice that last one I threw before the timer had stopped, so it ended up not being able to work. Oh, I'm scared to do this one. Don't blow up any redstone. All the anvils falling over there. I'm not doing this one until I go in front of it this time. Every single time I've tried to record this, I end up destroying the railgun. And the cooldown is pretty quick. It's mainly just used to prevent the Wither Skull from going off into unloaded chunks and causing constant lag from the creepers and everything. So it works out like that. So it turns out I'm shooting at the creepers right there, so they're blowing up it. They're blowing it up immediately. There it goes. So for a railgun, it really kind of stops a lot at things. But that could be changed by increasing the radius of the creeper explosions. And this is all just a proof of concept anyway, so you can really do some very major damage with this. It is quite cool. Sometimes if you shoot too quickly, it will cause what you just saw to happen, which isn't that big of a deal. Or if the snowball breaks too quickly before it can test for it and do anything with it, that can happen. This is not going to end well, I'm sure. I'm waiting for lag now. Oh, good, no lag. So, yeah, I might provide a world download or schematic download for this in the future. Right now, I'm still kind of playing with it, and it's mostly just a proof of concept, so let me know in the comments if you would like a world or schematic download for it. Thanks for watching.